Here to help explain how we can cope with all this stress, Dr. Greg Jantz, specializing in behavior disorders and addictions. Also our panel, Bobby and Mark. We're all going to talk about it here, and we're all going to take a deep breath and relax together. So, Doctor, we'll start with you. There's a lot going on. Yeah. What advice are you giving your patients and just everyone out there to de-stress during this time?
I'll tell you, it's the number one thing we see right now, anxiety. And really, we've got an election anxiety disorder going on. People are afraid. People are in a hypersensitive state. They're hypervigilant, and they don't know who to trust. There's a sense of betrayal of information, misinformation. And so there's a lot of confusion about what's safe and what's not. And I do have some suggestions.
Tell us, what can we do?
Well, one of the things is people with high anxiety tend not to do the basics of self-care. Are you drinking your water? Look, I just talked to a guy. He says, I'm averaging 12 cups of coffee a day. I go, that's not going to help your anxiety. People are drinking alcohol. Alcohol sells up 500, 600%, depending on where you live. So we're putting the wrong things in our body. And by the way, water improves mood, concentration. Get that liter of water every day. Start with that. There's a few other things we can do as well.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, I got my water bottle next to me. I will be sure to sip that during the break. But Bobby, you know, for some of us who work in media, we are just kind of connected to our phones, right? And we're constantly inundated with news. How is it for you to kind of take a break from that at times? I mean, this news cycle is 24/7.
Right. Yeah, this news cycle is 24/7. We've got all the crazy stuff going to the election, but Emma, it's hard. It is hard to put the phone down and to step away. You know, you post something, you do a media appearance like this, you're talking about that, you're getting ready for the next one, you're getting sharp, staying sharp on the news. There's a lot going on, and it's always going on, and then people are texting, and it's just so hard to step away. I feel it. You know, I try to put the phone down at certain times during the weekend, and you're just, what am I missing? What am I missing? What's going on? You know, the world's changing. And yeah, it's really tough.
Yeah, you got to keep up with it at the same time. Mark, what I've noticed too is whenever we're in a political season, whenever we're in an election season too, when you've got those friends who might have different political viewpoints than your own, there can be some underlying tension there. Have you experienced that with your own friends? And do you kind of just avoid politics altogether when you're talking with them?
You know, this has taken place over a period of 4 years now. For me personally, I left California because of that kind of tension, because people who were on the left that used to be friends of mine suddenly started hating me and posting terrible things. We decided to move to Texas. So I think there's been a self-segregation that's taken place by and large across our society. Now we're seeing more and more of this. I don't really experience it too much anymore living here in Texas, but when I was in California, it was really bad. And my way of dealing with it was to just move away from that. And by the way, I put down my phone a lot. I am a media professional. I'm out there a lot. I just don't worry about what I'm missing. I know I can't keep up with everything, and I've got to be healthy. I do drink my water, doctor, so good advice. And I'm also just working out. I work out every day to burn off that kind of steam.
Hey, Dr. Greg, the president said, do not be fearful of coronavirus. I know a lot of Americans might be worried about what this virus could mean for them and their family. You know, based on your medical background, is that the right approach? Should we encourage people not to be fearful of coronavirus?
But there's something called reasonable concern versus unrealistic anxiety. We are promoting, and there's perpetual pandemic panic, and we are creating a lot of unnecessary fear. We're seeing anxiety disorders skyrocket, and folks are at a point of despair. So we've pushed fear as far as we can. And we know right now that the months of October through December, we're going to see the highest suicide rates in our country. That said, there's a lot of unrealistic fear that's out there, and people don't know, well, what's true, what to believe. We need wisdom, but not unrealistic fear.
All right, be realistic. You heard it from the expert there, Dr. Gregory Jantz, joining us live this morning. Doctor, thank you.